This view has got to be one of the most iconic in FS22. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Calmston Farm. Now, we're not staying long. So, this is the Travelling Contractor series. Now, we'll have a little wonder and we'll have a little chat. Still not fixed that gate. There we go. Right, so this is the actual save that we finished up on months ago now. Months and months and months ago. It's been a private save. It's been my testing save for things like Proceed and just odds and bobs, bits and bobs, should I say. But I thought, as a bit of nostalgia, why not base ourselves out of here for this contracting, map exploring experience that is going to be this series. So you will have already seen that we have got some serious hauling capability in the form of Scania torpedoes. Matchy, all the same. Truck, the only difference in the trailer is we've got this one that is the combine specific one, and it holds the header, etc, etc. So the idea of this is just to explore all of those maps that I've not got to get round. You know, we've worked on a select few. 9 times out of 10 they've been UK maps, and you know, maybe that's something that should change in the future. Who knows? We have gone to America twice now, but yeah, I thought the idea would be quite cool. So the map, like I say, is kind of unchanged. The safe, some of the kit is the same. The combine is the same. Swapped out the trailers. We've got the Bailey trailers now. We've got a case 2-track on the back. Proceed. Testing. I think, did we have that cultivator at the end? Yes, I think we did. The Fent, I have had to buy a new one. The other one disappeared. And we have bought the Pucker Horse drill from the aggravation pack. What else has changed? That's about it. So the New Holland, I can't remember if we got that at the end or not. So yeah, so that's it. So without further ado, we need to hop in to probably, I'm trying to think what our first job is. This is a cool detail, look. A Bravado Giants. Haha. Proved by Giants, I'm assuming that is. We need the combine one, and we need the tractor and trailer one. We might take all three, just in case there is more work for us to do than we initially thought. So, we'll grab a couple of drivers, and I'll see you at our first location. Well, according to the sat-nav, we should be somewhere up here on the right-hand side. There we go. So this is the last of the lorries to arrive and get stuck on something. I'm not quite sure what. Okay. There we are. So we are in Deutschland. This is the Edo mods map that came out month or so ago-ish, roughly, probably. Maybe a bit longer. Yes, I thought in the week that sees me go to Germany in real life, we should venture out that way first of all. So, let's park that up there. Perfectly done, if I do say so myself. Let's hop out. Now, our contract is to harvest 3 fields. Field 53, field 20 and field 19. They are all spelt. Not misspelt, spelt. Oh, green rye. Interesting one. I've never seen that before. Yes, so we are harvesting spelt. The farmer does not want the straw. So all we need to do now, he says, is... There ain't no way I'm getting through that gap. Is get under here, into the combine, and get her loaded up. Now, that bugs me. That bugs me. So you're trying to, you have your hood off, and you think, oh yeah, it's looking really good. And then the warning comes up. I don't want the warning. I do not want the warning. Right. So hopefully this should just rock up to there. We may need to get into the truck and queue. No. There we... Is that it? Don't want straps. Let's try it this way. All this new fandangled technology. Anything? Anything at all. Careful that we don't drive off the edge here. Trying to get positioned. Right, let's have a little play and I'll be back with you in a second. What is it Ollie Blog says? You always video this part. Just in case it goes wrong. There we go. It wasn't too shabby. Now, the only thing we might struggle with here is getting over these road markers at the side, but no, we are sort of through. There we go. Ah, the impatient traffic. There we are. Right. Let's get ourselves into this field and get cutting. So yeah, I hope you like the idea. I guess now that FS22 has been announced and the months will fly by. So my logic is there are so many maps that have been released, and some of them you look and you think, oh, that looks amazing. Or, you know, there's ones where you go, oh, I wish I could have played on that, but I was in the middle of a series and, you know, I haven't map hopped or anything like that when the new Bandangled one comes out. So, yeah, I mean, there's loads to go at. I have no idea where we're going next. The idea is one episode per map, I think. Unless there's one that really grabs me, then we might stay for a couple of contracts on there. Now, when I say they're contracts, this one, because it's the first one, is a bit of a setup. Don't tell anybody. So we've bought the fields. Now, whether I'll do that on others or we will pick up the contracts as we go and see how it, you know, to see how it pans out. Probably take the same kit everywhere we go unless there's a specific need, and then we will port across transport, not port, transport across the required equipment. If we haven't got it, then we might not bother, or we'll get it somehow. There are plenty of funds left in the Calmston bank account, let's put it that way. So yes, that's the idea. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing new with the contract series. FSG has smashed that one out of the park. Both UK court farm contracting. He went back to Calmston to do a few, and now he's US one, and now he's at Moss Valley, yeah. So, you know, he's nailed that side of the market. So this is just me having an excuse to go round, look at loads of different maps, experience what map makers have got to offer, and hopefully, you know, you find someone in the future, you know, FS25 or still FS22, because there are still several months left. A model that catches your eye, a map maker that catches your eye. You know how Oxygen David does. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, is to find little gems that I've not actually discovered so far in our FS22 journey. So I have no idea how full he is, not overly by the look of it. So we will crack on, do a little bit more, and as per normal, I will catch up with you very shortly. So first, unload into the Bailey trailers. Now, we had Richard Westons before, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, we did. I'm sure we did, because we did a thing going full Ollie blogs, didn't we, with the Lexion and the Richard Weston trailer. So yeah, I thought, okay, we'll go with these, and they are lovely. We've got two. We've got one on this case twin track, and we've got one on the New Holland down there. And just look how picturesque this map is. It's not even the lorries fit in quite nicely, I have to say. But yeah, I'm liking it. I like this map. I like it a lot. Little things, no stubble destruction, unless we might have crop destruction turned off. But that's only because of when I was positioning the vehicles. Let's put it that way. Woo. Want to miss any for the farmer? So as for where the farmer wants the spelt to be taken, not too sure yet. We're waiting on communication from Klaus, we'll say. Yeah, but yeah, I hope you catch the drift of what I'm trying to do. It's not roleplay. I can't roleplay to save my life. You know, it's just not me. But this sort of thing, I think I can do, and I think I can pull off. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna guess that the rest of the field will fit in the combine. It's not yielding overly well, but it's not too bad either. You know, it's sort of middle of the road harvesting yield. So talking at middle of the road, there is no way we are getting up to the next fields with this header attached. So it will be a case of sticking it back on the truck, loading it up, loading the combine up, and carting them both around there. I mean, the combine will get there, just the header won't. And then we'll just probably drive the tractors and trailers around there. We have been granted permission to park where we've parked by the local I don't know what you'd call them. Council. See, I can't think quick enough to make up a story. But anyway, you know what we're doing. We're harvesting. We're in a different map. It's a beautiful, beautiful map. And yeah, that's all there is to it. I don't know why I'm trying to overthink it. So another unload complete. I was wrong. We did need it didn't all fit. I'm quite a way off, to be fair. Now I've just thought of something, and if I've thought of it, then somebody else would have thought about it too. So I hear you crying. Well, why would a farmer in Germany hire a farmer from the UK to bring all his stuff across to harvest 3 fields for him? And that is a very good question. One which I guess you could think of it like either, oh, what was the program? One of these sort of makeover programs where somebody comes and decorates your house or decorates your garden for free, you know, that sort of. They turn up, they do the work, they clear off, you're happier for it 9 times out of 10. Think of it like that. We're providing a free service, and you know, we're helping out farmers in need. You know, and there is charities, I think, that do that, so it's not such a daft idea after all, maybe. Yeah, that's my thought, and that's what I'm sticking with. So, not much left to do. It should all fit in the second trailer. What we will do is get the field done, funnily enough, unload combine, load up onto the trailer. We will find out from the farmer where he wants the grain storing, get that delivered, and then Bob is your uncle, and we can move on to the next field. So a couple of passes left on here, and yeah, I'll see you down in the next one. So whilst we wait for the traffic to clear, we can try and get as close as we can to nipping across the road, but at least they're not honking their horns. Can we get across now? Let's go. Will it fit? Yes, it will. Look at that. Slightly bumpy and unorthodox, but we are underway. Got the New Holland part there and the case at the top. I think we're just going to do this as one field, I think, for ease. So it's a little bit bumpy getting out of the previous grass field that we had dumped the trucks in, but locked the rear diff, and we were good to go on the truck, so that's all good. And I'm getting the hang of loading and unloading the header as well, so that helps. I need to remember that it locks on in a different working group to that of the one that rotates it round for transport mode. So yeah, getting the hang of it. We have delivered the 2 tray loads of grain that we got. So they've gone off to the farmer's silo, and he seems happy enough. You just start to realise the scale and the undulations of the hillside here. I noticed it especially when we were just driving the case up. You can see how steep it actually gets near the tree line. So this could be interesting with a big header, but I'm hoping we will be all right. There we go. Just remembering not to let it roll too far into the road. So I think 2 headlands should suffice nicely on this field. It'll clear this bottom corner out and should give us plenty of turning space. And I'm hoping that we'll have enough capacity to get to the case, get unloaded, and then get back round to the New Holland. And yeah, we'll just carry on like that, I think. So we got to about 84%. You can just see here we do get an actual reading of the tank fill level, which is rather helpful when you're doing in cab and hood off. There we go. Are we empty? No. Have I moved out of the... We've never filled that. I can't quite see. Aha, there we go. I'd moved out of the way. Silly boy. That's better. There we go. There we go. Right, lower back down and off we go. So yeah, 84% I think we were. So not bad. Not bad at all. Interesting shaped fields. But I do like I like this map. It's I didn't actually, I think, was it Italia, the other one that they've done? Edo mods. Don't think I haven't played on that one. But yeah, it's stunning. It really is. Really is a gorgeous map. And I'm glad that we picked this one first. It's the sort of epitome of why I want to do this series the way we're doing it, or I'm doing it. Get that little bit there because it'll bug me. There we go. And it is, you know, I've said it earlier in the episode, it is to get round and experience some of the great work that the modders do. It's just, yeah, I mean, even the traffic looks not out of place. And that sounds daft, but it's not hurtling around at 1,000,000 miles an hour. There's a reasonable amount of it. You know, sort of fits and starts. But just the road network as well, it just looks just bang on. Right, I am rambling. So, like I said, 2 headlands, unload as and when we can, and we'll get these 2 knocked out and be on our way. So with both of the trailers been untipped again, we're doing all right actually. Squared off this side of the field, got a GPS course set, so it's just a case of cracking on. I think we've taken on just enough work, which is good. Not just going to do harvesting every map we go to. We will vary things, but yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. I think what we'll do is we'll push on, do a fair bit more, and then we'll come back when we're very nearly finished. So not far off finishing now, and I guess really there's two things. One, where should we go next? As of time of recording, this will go out on the Monday before FarmCon. Just checking my dates. Yes, that's right. Obviously, maybe not obviously, I am going FarmCon, so I won't be recording. So I'll have time, is what I'm saying, is to hopefully, depending on the suggestions and the map, have time to process the comments, indeed, if there are any, and take your suggestions, have a look, hopefully get something done with those. And the second one, and I've not really spoken about it too much, is FS25. Now, the rumour mills are going and the speculation and all this lot, but I'm liking the look of it so far. I think, again, like anything, there's going to be that element of not everybody's going to like it. Especially old gen consoles. Oh dear. But on that point, I read somewhere, and I probably should have fact checked it, but I think even the manufacturers of old gen consoles are stopping supporting them. You know, like, so how can you expect game developers to continue? You know what I mean? So there's an ounce of logic there, and I think it's needed, because, you know, it holds back the game for everybody else to a certain extent. Rice, two types, wet and presumably dry, which would be combined pretty much like this. Buffaloes and other animals. You know, I'm not speculating what else is going to be, because I don't know. You could guess, and you could have them, you know, stab in the dark until until the cows come home. But, you know, nobody knows. We might see more at FarmCon, and at which point, then you can go, okay, this is what we're having. But to speculate is just daft. Right, what are we up to? 83%, that's fine. What else? Oh, I tell you what, though, because I like a bit of a puzzle, you know, get the old brain thinking. The season passes. Now, it hadn't occurred to me until, what was I watching? Oh, I was watching the From the Field podcast with ArgZ, FSG and Miss CDP, and they were talking about the different ones and whether it was going to be like a Scottish map, you know, in Q4. But plains and prairies, plains. Now, could that be crop dusting planes. Is it a play on words? Who knows? Stars align. You look at if you Google what does the stars align mean, while he checks capacity, we need to stop. Auger out. And we'll grab tractor. There we got one. No. It talks about precision straight lines. And also pearls. Oysters. Could there be some level of, I think, not necessarily fish farming, but the differentiations maybe? Or straight lines, GPS, potentially. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, not one to speculate, but those sort of descriptions piqued my interest. Right, that's that one full. So we should be able to now, yeah, easily grab the rest of this lot. Put the auger in. So yeah, but it's cool. It looks good. The, new game engine. So therefore you expect everything to be upgraded, better. Need to put the GPS on because I bet we've missed. Oh, more luck than judgment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Roll on November. Although Disturbed made a very good point in his Valley of the Old Farm episode. Can't remember when it came out now. You get that period where there's no mods. It's like, it's like no easy dev, no course play, no GPS. It's like, I'm going to have to do things manually. Ooh. No super strength. Stuff a combine off a, or a sticker tractor in a ditch. You're in trouble. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I was saying on Discord in the week, this is the first time. Are we going to get it all? Yeah, we will. That I've actually had to worry about a game release and, not just grabbing it when it comes out. Do you know, that sort of need to think about the timing of videos and try and make the most of the release and all that sort of good stuff. And it's going to be quite cool. I'm looking forward to it from that point of view, as well as getting a new game. But yeah, also looking forward to FarmCon, where hopefully they're going to now show more of the gameplay. That's never full. Are we both full again? Oh my word. Right, we better send these off to deliver. And then I'll be back with you. We'll get the combine loaded. And then we can start to pack up and head off to our next destination. So the case is completely empty. We can leave that there and wait for the truck to come to get it loaded up. We'll take this load and get it tipped. And then that's it. The farmer is happy. We've spoken to him. And he's very pleased with the job. He's very pleased that he got it done for absolutely no euros whatsoever. And that's where we're going to leave it. I hope you like the idea. Do let me know of some suggestions for our next destination. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. If you're new here, please subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.